Chamber 14 doesn't have door collision, so you can leave the elevator immediately upon the level loading. You're going to want to hold down the left mouse button in order to shoot a blue portal as soon as possible. Our goal is to shoot in the bottom right corner of the wall, so we can get a save glitch on this portal in a moment. How you do this next part is up to you. You can either shoot an orange portal on the wall and go through it like that, or you can start to crouch, then shoot the portal and let go of crouch at the same time to do a QC. There's no advantage to doing either, so take your pick. Next, shoot orange on the opposite wall. The placement of this portal will affect the save glitch, so make sure you're shooting on a spot that will put it in the bottom right. It isn't that precise though, and a large part of the wall will work. You'll also want to walk forward past the edge of your portal while making this shot, so you're set up for the next part of the trick. Now we need to get save glitch. Hold crouch, back and right to get stuck in your portal, and then save load to get save glitch. The easiest way to screw this up is by being too far to the left so that you're in front of your portal. Luckily, you can use the line on the floor as an indicator of where you are. If you're too far left, just tap forward and then move back and to the right to get into the correct position. Shoot a portal in the bottom left of this panel at the entrance to the chamber. If you're too far right, how you have to do the trick will change, so make sure you're getting it all the way to the left for the sake of consistency. If you need to move a little further to the right to get the shot, that's fine. Now you'll want to look at the line you can see through the portal and start walking backwards until you're behind where your blue portal is now. If everything has gone to plan, you should pass straight through the wall behind you. If you don't and you get stuck, you either didn't get save glitch to begin with or got too close to one of the two portals after getting it. Once you're behind your blue portal, the blue portion of your crosshair should light up. Now, your horizontal position does matter here. If you can't see the wall at all, you're probably too far to the right. If the wall looks completely solid, then you're probably too far left. Ideally, you want a small sliver of the wall on the right to be see-through. Adjust your position until it's about right. The exact position isn't precise, so don't spend too much time trying to get it perfect. Now we need to aim for this next shot. Horizontally, you should hopefully still be looking at the line, if not, look back at it. Vertically, there's a large range that works, which looks something like this. You can use the icons on the chamber sign to line this up. I recommend aiming a little under the center line to aim it in about the middle of the range. Again, the exact angle isn't that precise, so don't spend too long on it. Once you're lined up, we're going to jump forwards and shoot blue, look straight down, and then shoot blue again. You want to do the second shot as soon as you possibly can, so hold down the left mouse button for the span of the jump. If the first shot is just bouncing off the orange portal, that means you're shooting after you've passed in front of your save glitch portal. You either need to move a little further back before doing the jump, or shoot earlier during the jump. If the second shot isn't landing, your first shot was probably in the wrong position. Go back and double check that you're about half inside the wall and you've lined up the first shot correctly before doing the jump. If everything went right, your blue portal will now be under the end elevator. Jump through and activate the elevator by jumping under the center of it, then shoot under you to come back out to the chamber. We're now on about a 13-second timer until the level ends, but luckily there isn't much we need to do. Our goal is to get to the top of the stairs on the left side of 14. If you're comfortable with it, you can do this by just AFHing your way into the back left corner of the stairs, which will start rising as you do. If that's too hard, you can instead do it as a peek. Just make sure you actually hit the trigger to raise the stairs before doing it. Once the stairs are all the way up, shoot an orange portal at the top here and stand in it, but don't go through it yet. We have a somewhat difficult task to accomplish here. We need to shoot a blue portal and then go through our orange portal right as the level transitions. The timing for this is pretty lenient if you just wing it, so feel free to try that, but I recommend using the portal gun's shot timing to make it more consistent. Looking through our orange portal, we're going to wait for the elevator to pass the first fully visible ridge of the elevator shaft. Once it does, we're going to hold down left click and start shooting portals. It's important that none of these shots land, so make sure you're aiming into your orange portal when you start. After the first few shots, you'll need to switch to aiming towards the other end of the chamber. You want to do this movement quickly and right after a portal shot so you don't accidentally shoot on the wall beside you. The area we're aiming for is so far away that none of the shots will land before we fire the next one, so a portal won't open until we want it to. That means we can aim exactly on the spot we want to shoot. As for where that actually is, it's around the edge of this shadow pattern in what looks like a corner of light. This whole time, you'll want to be counting your shots. After the 8th shot, let go of left click and hold right to pass through your portal, and the level should transition immediately after. One thing to note is that if you're too slow to catch the first fully visible ridge in the elevator shaft, you can instead use the second one to know when to start. Just use 6 shots instead of 8. You can also use the third ridge with 4 shots, but it becomes more difficult to line up in time the fewer the shots you get. Once the level load is finished, your blue portal should hopefully disappear. You'll then be able to shoot an orange portal under you to be put at the end of chamber 15. I recommend shooting blue above you straight away to not fall back through your portal, and from here you can simply fling up to the end of 15, strafing 180 degrees to get to the other platform. There is also a faster option on how to end the level, which is to finish by AFHing over to the elevator.